Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce. We are from Universitas Muhammadiyah Palu. Our research title is Holistic Education, Implementation of Collaboration-Based Environmental Education through Educational Forest Area Management in Realizing Impactful Campus. Introduction. Holistic Education. Holistic education is an educational philosophy that emphasizes the search for identity, meaning, and life purpose through one's relationships with society, nature, and spiritual values. So the implementation of holistic values in learning, as we can see, the shifted or the change of education paradigm that from result-oriented to the process-oriented and collaboration-focused. So therefore, it is requires a synergy among multiple stakeholders, including the government, educational institution, and community. So the principle of holistic education is divided into three important points. The first one is connect the dots, that the student is being part of the broader network, including their nature, their culture, their environment, and also their spiritual value. And the second point is a wholeness, that the principle of holistic education that focus on development, not only the development for the a person as a whole. So the development not only for their cognitive, but also development on their social, emotional, and also their moral, and of course their spiritual value. And the last point is being, where the personal growth or the personal identity or searching the our identity is also important. So there are 9 principles of collaborative based education. The first point is take time to scope problem. And the second is be inclusive. Third is the engage and value. Four is learn from each other. Fifth is keep sight of shared vision. Six is be honest, open, and constructive. Seven is be aware of a wider context. Eight is be flexible and adaptable. And the last is stick with the process. Our research objectives are divided into 3 parts. The first one is to analyze how the implementation of collaborative-based environmental education, or CBEE learning model, which is carried out through educational forest management in realizing an impactful campus. And the second objective is to assess the level of influence and interest of its stakeholders in strengthening the collaborative-based environmental education learning model, which is carried out through educational forest management in realizing an impactful campus. And the last objective is to identify the pattern of relationship between stakeholders in the implementation of the CBEE learning model, which is carried out through educational forest management in realizing an impactful campus. Our research type using a qualitative descriptive approach, which is focused on the exploring a social phenomena in depth. And the step or the stages of our research is divided into 3 parts. The first part is developing collaborative environmental educational learning model. And the data gained from these stages is through the FGD process. And the result achieved is the availability of learning model in the implementation of the CBEE model. And the second stage of this research is to compile a matrix of the level of influence and interest of the stakeholder in the implementation of the CBAA model. And the data gained from this stage is through directed discussion with each stakeholder. And the result achieved in these stages is the availability of metrics of the level, influence, and interest of the stakeholder in the implementation of the CBAA model. And the last stages of this research is to examine the pattern of the stakeholder relation in the implementation of the model. And the data gained from this stage is we have through in-depth interview related to the pattern of the stakeholders. And the result achieved from these stages is an identification of stakeholder relationship pattern that have involvement in the implementation of this CBAA model. The next point is results and discussion. Okay, the implementing of the CBAA learning model through the management of Unismu Palu Education Forest to realize an impact campuses. We have an integrating the environmental aspect in several courses, such as MKDU or general basic course, for example, like Islamic entrepreneurship course, disaster management course. And we also integrating the environmental aspect with the core course of study program. For example, in environmental study course and counseling and communication course. The implementing of the CBAA learning model also include in the in community service activities. For example, in the real works lecturers and the internships. And then second findings or the second result is the influence and interest of the stakeholder. So as we can see here in the table, the stakeholder groups that consist from the government sector, from the business world, from the media massa, and the local communities. So as you can see here, the metrics of the stakeholder for the influence and the interest, where the stakeholder spread into four type of the quadrant. The first quadrant as a key players, they are mostly as a government, and they have a high interest and also high influence. So that means here that those government or those stakeholders have a power to influence other stakeholder in supporting the implementation of the CBAA learning model. And the second subject is, or the second quadrant, it calls subjects, and there are three stakeholders where they have high interest but low influence. For example, District Agriculture Service, Central Sulawesi Provincial Forestry Service, and TNLL. TNLL is Taman Nasional Lorelindo. And the third part or the third quadrant, it calls crowd, where this stakeholder has low interest and low influence. For example, is a newspaper. They have, even though they have low interest and influence, but they still have a power or a role in helping to spread the information that the implementation of CBAA model by the stakeholders. And the last quadrant, it calls context setters, and those stakeholder has a high influence but low interest. And those stakeholder has a power also to influence other stakeholder to support for the implementation of the CBAA model. This is, for example, BPPD and MSMEE is kind like UMKM. And the last or the third findings or the third result is stakeholder relationship patterns. As you can see here, mostly all stakeholders have aligned such as cooperation, coordination, and communication among them. So they have a line between stakeholders. So the cooperation here is in the form of relationship, which is based on their job description and also based on the institution rules. And of course, it is based on the suitability of their vision and mission. Conclusion. First point is the CBEE learning model. It applies an experiential learning in managing the Unismo Palu Education Forest, which is includes in the Catur Dharma activities. And the second one is the implementation of the CBEE learning models includes multiple stakeholders, especially those with strong influence and interest in the policy, mentoring, and evaluation. And the last is the implementation of the CBE learning model in managing the Unismo Palu Education Forest relies on cooperation, coordination, and communication among stakeholders. As you can see a picture, there's a collaboration with the UMKM, and next is collaboration with farming communities, workers and farmer groups. And next is you can see a collaboration with the government. And this is the community service for Catur Dharma activities by the student. Okay, I think that's all. Alhamdulillah, thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.